Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Saxony. We're still going for our custom Saxon Federation achievement. We have to have Voltaire's Nightmare happen, which is an achievement in itself. 75 princes in the Holy Roman Empire. But we have a ton of restrictions to our expansion. Mostly regarding culture, religion, and, well, not annexing any prince. Yeah. It's a lot of work. There are other potential goals in the discussion, but for now, let's have that as our main focus and then see how everybody's interest is. Now, we recently finished a war eating some East Frisian land up here, and we have, well, a little problem with aggressive expansion. We already have 100% bonus to improve relations, so aggressive expansion drops twice as fast as normal, and still we are constantly running into that. Oh well. There are some people who are very, very close to caring, being able to coalition us. While these are mostly not the people we care about, the issue is if we push one big boy over the hump, then suddenly we have an issue with that coalition. But the big boys all don't really care, which is actually quite good for us. I think we might be able to do some more expanding here. Yeah. Feels somewhat safe. So we have options for that. Not quite Utrecht, we just piece out Utrecht for breaking up the alliance to the Castilians, so we can eat them later. But Nassau is a big target. We've been fabricating on them, and also they've been eating a bunch of princes that they really shouldn't have. So we're gonna have to spend some of our hard-earned dip to release those, because the Emperor is not doing it. Now the Emperor is Lüneburg, granted, which, you know, shouldn't really be a thing. Unfortunately, we can't be Emperor because we are of the right faith, and these heretics haven't yet understood that they should come over to our side. So, so attacking Nassau, definitely an option, right? Frankfurt is not even helping. Brunswick and Trier are not people. I believe Brunswick is already of the right religion. How about Trier, though? Trier needs to be cut down to size anyway. And or made into a vassal. Trier. Now, we almost certainly cannot vassalize Trier without causing giant coalition issues. Can't co-belligerent them because they're guaranteed by Castile. So, yeah, coalition would be too much. So that's not a thing that could happen. But I really want to check you. Oh, we can force your religion. That's good. Assuming you're not too big. How big are you? 61%, yeah. Fine. And then it's Nassau itself, who is the right religion, but this expansion, it just cannot stand. Yeah, I think we're gonna go and do that. The question is, how do we deal with these East Frisian separatists that I unfortunately created by forgetting to hide my coring? I don't want to really wait for a million years for that to die down, but I also don't want to have a rebellion in my back country while I'm busy fighting a war. Don't you know there's war on? Yeah, but waiting till 1550 seems rough. Now we have other attack paths. Oof, Great Britain. I don't like that. I mean, the thing with the Brits is they're always late, but they will eventually arrive, and then I have issues. Yeah, let's go for these guys first, and then hope for something to change with the Brits, maybe. Speaking of, let's update our best guess here and add, like, France and Great Britain to it. I want to know when they go to war. And Castile maybe too. Castile, France, Great Britain. Pretty scary. Pretty scary. Okay. And then I think we can just... I guess we just go for it, right? What about tech? No, not taking tech quite yet. I mean, it could wait. There are two good things that are going to happen to us in the nearish future. One is that we're going to take Militech L11. Elf. Militech 11, which is a tactics tech and has better units. And also we're going to finish our ideas and we get 5 bonus discipline. Since we're waiting for aggressive expansion to die down anyway, why not, honestly? Yeah. Feels wrong to be at peace, but maybe it's good for our country. Speaking of good for our country, I have... Why do you want to eradicate the heretics? I mean, I wish you would, but you're not. Socinian heretics, whatever that is. Orthodox zealots. What's your... You must be... You're Catholic. You have Orthodoxes and Socinians. And now you have whatever these new religious rebels are. Rebels. Thank you, game. Would have liked to know what kind of rebels. Thank you very much. I do not want to marry Ansbach. Now I think we're pretty much done building the important buildings. Yeah. So what we could do here is make some money so we can fulfill our next mission here. Build a treasury to get that inflation reduction for free and be able to continue down the tree. And it would be fine to have. Now, I've looked in between episodes a little bit at trade. Because there's so much more money in the Lübeck trade node and we have this giant negative modifier on our trade power there. I thought maybe it's worth it to move our trade capital. However, if I did the math correctly, and it was very back of the envelope math, we would about double our income in Lübeck, slightly more than double our income in Lübeck if we moved our main trade city there and steered there from everywhere. So we'd gain like 3.5, maybe 4 ducats by doing that. But we lose all the collection in Saxony, so we lose 4.68 ducats. So it would be a slight loss proposition, probably. Again, very back of the envelope math. Maybe it's a slight gain, but it's not a big gain, unless I'm really wrong. So I should probably not do it. I think we talked about taking Holstein and Schleswig, right? Leaving Dithmarschen to Dithmarschen and releasing Stade. So I want another claim here. We need 35. That's a lot. Do we still have that annoying modifier going on? How long was that? Yeah. Well, 2 more years. That's a lot of time. I don't know when it started, but it feels like it was forever ago. We are gonna have to spend some admin. Find me a place that wants some development. Greifswald is the cheapest right now. It doesn't even have the edict on. But Ruppin is almost as cheap. But it already has the edict on. The thing is that admins, we have a much better tax modifier in Ruppin than we have there. Why would we have a plus 95% tax modifier? What's going on in Ruppin? Is that a temporary thing? It's a temporary... Oh, that's just a goods produced modifier. Why do you have such a... Okay, you have a temple. That helps. And you're controlled by the clergy. City plus 25%. What does that even mean? Aren't these all cities? Is anything not a city? Maybe it's because it's not a colony. Maybe that's the difference. So it's the temple that's different and the clergy that's different. That's why we're gaining so much extra. So value for money wise, we're gonna get a lot of money for development, money for monarch points wise. We're getting a lot more bang for our buck here. Yeah. Also, it doesn't have 26% autonomy. Yeah, let's just put it into European. Now, quickly do the math. A year is 84, so we can stand a year, right? Almost. No, we can't stand a year. We can stand exactly a year, and we can take tech in less than a year. Okay. So unless we have events that give us admin, we should be fine. Royal marriage to Russia has ended. I do want to renew that. We are... Oh, we're regent, right. I forgot that. Not happy about this. Let's hope she doesn't die. Agafia. Rurikorovich. Ugh, that's one of these people. And again, I hope you know that when you watch me say things like that, whether I talk about the disgusting Catholics or the filthy Russians or whatever, it is me trying to get someone in the spirit of the game and also being somewhat funny. Well, funny is a strong word, but you know what I mean. As opposed to my actual opinion. Because that would be awful if that was my actual opinion. Ugh. Hate myself. Go. And I mean, we're striving for a tolerant society here, right? Dithmarschen declared one blame. What's up with Dithmarschen? You really need a lesson. When that truce is up, guys, I will punish you. Oh no, we don't have a truce. It's your alliance to Great Britain that's the problem. Well, I still punish you. Hopefully. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the Pope has religious civil disorder? Okay. Okay. 26 religious regiments in the Pope's lands. Reformed zealots, yeah. I mean, according to the original rules for this campaign, or the ones posted by Visa, we're not allowed to have other... There's no schism in the Catholic Church, in the Christian Church, so we can't have Reformed and Anglican people. But I feel they're kind of off my heart, right? They're following the same ideas, they're just doing it a bit incorrectly. They just don't know better. It's not like those backwards Catholics who just don't know, don't understand. There's the middle tech, there is early modern administration, good. And let's switch out to free shooters or tertios. Now we have some modifiers too, not a lot. We're gonna get that bonus 5 discipline, but otherwise we're not very military minded in our ideas. We have okay tradition, but not like nuts tradition. Same goes for professionalism. I feel like we're still not a super offensive country. So maybe the tertios are better. Yeah, I think I'm going with these tertios. I mean, that offensive morale is a lot. These free shooters can cut people down really quickly. This could lead to early stack wipes. It's only one more pip, to be fair. But... I'm tempted to go with the stack wipey version. sure. We're not going to fight the French anytime soon. I think it's just wrong. I think it's just wrong to do. Let's go tertia. So I've discussed this before, but yeah, you go kill those Aztec people. The reason the reasoning behind my choice there is that if you have better offensive modifiers than your enemies, then having more offensive pips is good, because what happens is the game essentially subtracts one side's offensive pips from the other side's defensive pips. I think that's how that works. Subtracts the defensive from the offensive, of course. And then any left of offensive pips are used as a multiplier on damage. And if you have multipliers to damage, then that multiplies with the leftover pips. So if you have very good offensive multipliers like bonus morale, bonus discipline, all that, then having offensive pips left over is really good for you because that multiplies. On the other hand, if you think that you have fewer, if the opponent has more, then you need a lot of defensive pips to nullify your opponent's multipliers. Is the thinking behind the whole thing. So, long story short, if you have good combat modifiers, then go for the offensive pips. If you do not, then go for the defensive pips. Okay. Go for the crusade, people. Do it. What do we want? Speak of crusade. I don't know that war score cost is super important for us, but it's not like the rest really matters. Maybe prestige, but we're not really converting much. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the war score cost. It could matter. Could allow us to take more stuff. Not land, because we're limited by other things there. But like money, war operations, humiliation, all that. If that's also multiplied. Maybe that's not multiplied. Maybe war score cost is only for land. Well, even then, the land would be cheaper and we would have more room for other things. Some Protestant complaints are valid. Aiding the efforts of the Counter-Reformation. Okay. I mean, as much as I don't want Counter-Reformation, embracing some Protestant points is better than not. So, cool. I think we go to war, right? I feel like war is... Am I both improving with Dithmarschen and fabricating on them? Also, I don't need more. Let's go show these guys who's boss. And then later we might have to show these guys who's boss, but hey. Whoa. The Bible has been translated, that's good. Yeah, I mean, great news, spread these Bibles far and wide. What? I mean, of course. Put some money to our forts. Activate. Activate. Forts, activate. Brunswick will be in here. I guess we're just gonna punch north a little bit before we go south. I think I'm fine doing it right now, even though our forts are not in a great spot. But it's 29th of June. They're gonna be fine very soon. Question is, do we call in any friends? Just cause. I mean, I'm sure Austria wants all this land, right? I'm sure... No. Huh. That's something, I guess. I mean, don't feel like there's any reason not to call in the Austrians. We have tons of favors. We want them to be weakened, so that's a thing. That's cool. Yeah, let's just do it. Declare war, call in Austria, co-belligerent no one. Co-belligerent no one. And then Let's take Kassel as our war goal because it's close. And go. Now the real question is gonna be which war are we gonna hide our coring behind, right? Because we don't want to make the same mistake we made. Speaking of mistakes. Well, I'm just gonna let you lock into Paderborn and then kill you there then. Fine. Kill you later. Now, I actually wanted this general to be the siege boy. Because you're really good at sieging, right? Yes. So let's leave you with 3 guys. And put you onto Hoya. Detach the cannon, put that on there as well. Berg is woods. We have the fort in Münster, so they shouldn't be able to cross over here. So I think we're fine doing this. Oh yeah, and here come the Bohemians. Oh, I didn't check. Mistakes were made, probably. You see, I only checked... Oh no, whew. They don't want the land. So they should all give it over to me. Should. Being the operative word. I was afraid there for a second that my... the subject of the Austrians, Bohemia, or the personal union, would lead to them taking control of this land. But I don't actually think that's true now. Let's give us reduce the chance that something bad happens there. -10 trade power in Lübeck. Don't love it, but it's for 10 years. So I think we can go take our own control of Bamberg there. And then... Oh, you can't go to Nassau because Würzburg? Sure. Let's have the Austrians do all the sieging then, it's fine. They should not complain about not having land. Getting land, because we didn't call them in on a promise of territory. And the Bohemians should hand this over to me. I mean, I can even do this to make sure. And then, yeah, please do all my sieging for me. That's actually quite good, I think. Saves us a lot of money and people. And people are money. People are money, friend. We can't walk there because of the fort in Koblenz, so... I guess we just... lean back and sit on our rebels, I guess. You guys do not need to be home at war. Go and make me money. Always with the conquering people. If you eat princes, you'll get punished by me eventually. Either now or when I'm the emperor. Although that's still a bit in the future, because apparently they consider us heretics. For absolutely no reason. Peace out from Brunswick. I mean, we might as well peace out Brunswick, right? Hey, Brunswick. I want your war reps, trade power, and prestige. Right, there's no money in you, no. Gravity. Let's wait a bit so we can do a full peace deal. I want that prestige, and it's not like it costs us anything. Now, we're not gonna get all of the prestige, unfortunately, because of war participation. But then again, in this war, I think we probably have most of the participation, right? Does it say in here already how much we'll gain? Oh, we only gain 5. Yeah. Do you have so little participation? Yeah, we do. And maybe going for that prestige is not even worth it. Ooh, nice. Justified demands. Minus 20% unjustified demands and minus 5% AE impact. So the dip cost for things that we don't have as part of our casus belli is reduced. That's cool. Yeah, maybe you can have military access. You're still doing things that I don't like. What's going on here? Hamburg is being murdered. Is that 25,000 people in Hamburg there? Gee. Unnamed Rouges in Denmark. Do we want to start fabricating claims on Denmark? I mean... Yes. If you ask like that, the answer is yes. Should we? I don't know. But I wanna. So I assume this is all under my control, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goody. And please get a move on here, guys. Did we have any stuff we needed to convert? No, this is all Westphalian culture. Excellent. Excellent. Yep. It's all good. I mean, I can talk to you again, Brunswick, if you're happy now. You are. Good. So do I do the prestige? Oh, we gain almost nothing now. Because of the little war participation that we have. Honestly, maybe this is not worth it then. I mean, I don't know how much we get from a shorter truce. But it's not like you hate me, right? Do you hate me? Brunswick, how do you feel? Oh, some aggressive expansion thinking. And they don't love us, lovers. Even though we released them in peace. We made you. I just don't know if feeding prestige to the Austrians is really what we're going for here. I feel like the answer is no. Let's just go for the shorter peace deal. And the things that we don't share with the Austrians. Yeah. This is fine. Merely for themselves. Merely for themselves. Any alliances I really want to get rid of? No. Why would I? Emerge from Brabant. No. No. There we go. There's Nassau down. Now we just need Trier to be reduced. Ground captain died. Discipline guy? No. What's a ground captain? I don't know. Maybe it's a discipline guy. Let's just hire a level 1, I think. Currently trying to collect money for the mission, so might as well do that. Yeah, and they're giving us control of everything. It's just awesome. So many people. Who else has troops here? It's Friesland, Lübeck, Dithmarschen, Saxe-Lauenburg, and East Frisia. Wow. Everybody beating on poor Hamburg. Wait, but aren't Lübeck and Hamburg in the same trade league? Are you not in a trade league, Hamburg? Is that why you're dying like this? F in chat. F in chat. Come on. There we go. Now, Trier. Get sued. Trade-wise... I mean, we can make you steer to Lübeck, I guess. Oh, no, we force your religion. Right. That's what we do. And then we ask for war reps, and that's gonna be it. Prestige goes to the other people, but, you know, it's fine. Merely for themselves? Good. Demand. And we could have spent more manpower on this war in order to gain more prestige. I don't think that would have been worth it. We are at cap though, so maybe it would have been worth it. I mean, it would also have been money. I don't know. It doesn't seem terrible what we did here. So what's the plan again? What's my name again? Was it to take Bamberg and Kassel? Release Cleves, but not Hesse, right? If I release Hesse... Oh no, I can still do this. I can still take Kassel and release Hessen. Okay. Can't do it to Würzburg, but Würzburg we can do in a later war. Now, this would annoy nobody. Sweet. I mean, I could take Würzburg, which wouldn't annoy too many people. I lose all claims on Berg and Kassel. See, I'm not actually getting Kassel this way, I don't think. It says I do, but I don't think it I actually do. Now, if we were to take Würzburg, that means we can no longer release Würzburg. Why did we want to do Bamberg and not Würzburg? Autonomy 92%. Holy fudge nuggets. I mean, they both have grapes. There's a fort in here which... Meh. Same culture. Same border to the evil Ansbachians. Not to this Palatinate province in Oberpfalz though. Which is something we can take later. So that might be a reason to go for Bamberg instead. Also, it's slightly less autonomous. Just a teensy tiny bit. When do these cores disappear? Do they disappear? 1684. Okay, that's some time left. The reason that's important to me is that I'll have to come back to release them. So we see it's probably better to just do this and then use our aggressive expansion capacity to take something else. Yeah, we want to release these guys. It's fine. As much as I hate not taking more land. I don't know how this works. So right now, release nation Hesse costs 8%, which is the same as taking Hessen. If I don't have Kassel, release nation costs 20%. Maybe it works? If I select this first, I can no longer take this. If I select this first, I can still do this. The game says it works. Do we dare? Do we try it? the same aggressive expansion, so it would be mean if it gave us the aggressive expansion and then didn't work, right? So maybe this is fine. Maybe. Coalition, yeah, fine. All of that. It's only 30% peace deal, so we can. Do we want a short peace deal timer? Not really, right? Don't necessarily, at least. War reps are fine. I think we have enough targets to attack. Transfer trade power, probably not. No. Steer trade would technically be a thing, but eh. Let's just do it like this. Not take money, because that would all go to the Austrians. And let's see if this works. For science. No. 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 Two things. We have 5 minutes over time, which means I really need to put a cut in here. 1. Another, we need a war to hide the core. Unless Lüneburg's war here takes a long while, which it probably will not. Wait. Lüneburg is in a different war. You're the emperor, right? Yes. Lüneburg is actually in a potentially long war. Milan and defend against Milan. Maybe that is enough for us. Because they also will not ask for land back when they are at war, I think. And the Milanese conquest of Waldstätte must be against the Swiss, right? So that could take a while. Actually losing against the Swiss right now. It's tempting not to do it. Anyway, not this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything to say, down there in that comment section is the right place to do it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.